If these said rumors and allegations are true about Caleb Love, North Carolina star player, and RJ Davis, their point guard, I don't think there's no coming back from it. And it would also rationalize as to why they're currently on a 3-game losing streak. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first college basketball video of the season. Whoa, hold on. I know what you're sitting there saying. Yo, Matt, why are you screaming? And it's because it's the first video. We got to be hyped for the first one, and also, I'm excited for it because I love college basketball. Now, if you're an OG, you was with me from the start, you would know that we base this channel around basketball. I love basketball to death, but we've mainly become a college football channel. However, as most of you know, when the football season's over, this is when we start talking about basketball. If you're here for the football content, do not worry whatsoever because we're still going to talk about all that nonstop whenever there's news to be talked about, but it is the off season, so it's not going to be as busy. Right now, it's time for basketball, and I'm extremely curious. I want to make content you guys want to see. Let me know in the comment section. Do you want to see more basketball videos or not? If you don't want to see any basketball videos whatsoever, just strictly football, that's what we'll do. You guys got to let me know because I base almost every single video I make off of what you guys want to see. Getting that out the way, we got to get down to the nit and gritty. We got to get down to business and talk about what is currently unfolding with the North Carolina basketball team. And oh man, would you look at that? You want to know why this North Carolina team is falling apart? For no other reason than a female. I've tried telling all my young men out there, stay away from females for 10 years, focus on you, grind in the gym, focus on your career, and you'll come back and thank me later. I'm not going to go into any more detail. You'll come back in 5 years from now and you'll be like, dang, Matt was right. This isn't my opinion. This is a cold hard fact. You know what the biggest downfall is for most men out there? A female. And I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. I love women, especially beautiful ones. I think men need women. However, I think you need the right woman in your life. And the problem is, those type of women, they're hard to find. And it's vice versa. For my ladies listening, it's the same thing for you. Most men out here ain't worth the crap. Do what you please with that information. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. This TikTok, it's been going viral. I had a couple of you send it to me. Matt, wrote a clip.
Big drama in the UNC basketball locker room. Let's get into the tea. Caleb Love, RJ Davis, the starting backcourt. Allegedly, Caleb Love hooked up with RJ Davis's girlfriend. The rumors heightened even more when Duke's chant sheet came out, basically said it happened, and then it says they refused to sit next to each other in class. True story. Allegedly, the girl plays on UNC's women's basketball team. Now, I've done some digging. From what I can hear, it's all true. I went to her Instagram, the comments, she's getting a lot of hate. I'm not going to release her name. They've been a huge disappointment on the floor. Preseason ranked number 1. They fell to 15-9 tonight, middle of the pack. Perhaps this team chemistry issue is the reason why.
I believe this TikToker, yeah, right here, his name is Kent Sports. I do like how he said allegedly about 2 or 3 times when he was talking about this. So major shout out to him. Go follow him on TikTok and whatnot. That is great reporting. Because sometimes even when I talk about situations like this, I forget to say, hey, these are allegations or hey, these are rumors. I normally say it 95% of the time, but sometimes I forget. So just like he said, before I go any farther and show you some more details, these are rumors, allegedly. Once again, if you didn't interpret what he said, long story short, Caleb Love was, I guess you could say, sleeping with RJ Davis's quote-unquote girlfriend. The $1 million question that everybody is asking, who's the girl? And it is, if you were watching back in the old days, this was a guy we used to talk about all the time. It's Mikey Williams' ex-girlfriend that currently goes to North Carolina, Deja Kelly. She plays on the women's team. Yet again, let me make this clear. I'm not accusing her of anything. These are rumors and allegations. I'm just showing you what everybody's talking about. Everybody thinks it's her because in the comment section, people are saying stuff like this. Here for the comments. Why you gotta ruin our season with Caleb Love, man? And I'm here because of TikTok. So I guess everybody put 2 and 2 together. That's RJ Davis's girlfriend, and that's who the guy was referring to or talking about in the video. I could easily sit up here and show you hundreds of comments of people saying stuff to her and just really terrible things on Instagram, but I'm not gonna do that. You get the point. You can do that for yourself if you got some free time. Me being 100% honest, do I think Miss Deja Kelly here did what all these people are saying she did? I don't know. I don't know. Just because some random guy came out and stated some rumors that apparently she did this or she did that, it doesn't mean it's true. I always, in any given situation, form my own opinion. Just because 100% people believe she did this, it doesn't mean I'm going to. I'm not a sheep. You'll see this a lot in life. People tend to hop on the trending topics. If it's popular to hate somebody, everybody's going to hate them. But if it's popular to love somebody, everybody's going to love them. That's how it goes. So as far as it goes, do I think this is true or do I think it's not true? true? I have no answer because I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Do what you want with this information. Here's what I am going to say though, and I believe this 100%. When things are going bad, they normally tend to get worse because let's say when you're losing a lot of games, this is when a lot of people, they're going to come out and pound you even more. They're going to try to beat you down more. That's how it goes. So I do think there's something fishy about this coming out while North Carolina is on a 3-game losing streak. Because me being 100% honest, if North Carolina was on a 5-game winning streak and if they was a top 15 team, I don't think this news would come out. But, and I have a big but, since they are losing, it's very easy for somebody to come out with this rumor, and it's also very easy for people to believe it because it does add up and it does make sense. Because a normal person's going to go, oh, okay, that's why they're losing games. Because remember, North Carolina was ranked as the number 1 team in the country only about 7 or 8 weeks ago. This basketball team has been a complete flop, and it's really been disappointing up to this point. It doesn't make sense for North Carolina to have all this talent. They're one of the most talented teams in the NCAA, and they're not even ranked in the top 25. Where I'm going with this and the point I'm trying to get across is these rumors or what, and maybe they are true, but I still don't think they would have came out if North Carolina was doing good. It's just the fact that people are trying to find something and trying to put together the pieces as to why they are so disappointing. Because when you look at the cold hard facts, in the month of February, North Carolina is currently 0-3. They lost to Pittsburgh by 1, lost to Duke by 6, and got embarrassed by Wake Forest 92-85. Trust me, I watched that game, was not that close at all. It more so felt like a 20-point game from start to finish. On the season up to this point, they're sitting at 15-9, and I do think they'll piece it together and they'll make the tournament similar to last year. They'll be around a 8, 9, 10, 11 seed. And if y'all want me to be totally honest, I'm still mad they lost that championship game last year because I was rooting for them. I wanted them to win it, and I felt like they was the better team, but they let it slip away at the end. And I remember it like it was yesterday when they all announced, and I'm talking about the starters, RJ Davis, Caleb Love, they announced they're coming back. I knew it wouldn't work out. The downside of North Carolina is they have so many talented guys, but it's so hard for them to piece it together. They really just got lucky last year. They put it together at the right time. And that's why I'm saying I'm not going to give up on this team just quite yet, because I know they can go on a crazy run like they did last year. Remember what happened last year? This Carolina team was embarrassing during the regular season. They sneak into the tournament and they dang near win it. They can go on a run like that again, but they got to piece it together. For me, at least, when I watch North Carolina, I always know what I'm going to get out of Baycott, Leaky Black, and the Puff Johnson guy. But I never know what I'm going to get out of Caleb Love and RJ Davis. Those are the X factors. If RJ Davis and Caleb Love can't get along and they can't play their B+ or A game, you're not going to win. And really, I think you can take RJ Davis out of the situation because I thought he's played well this year. He's shooting around 42, 43%. It's Caleb Love. He's shooting below 40%. You can't make this stuff up. It is the same Caleb Love I saw last season. He's either going to have a great game or a slightly below average game. No in-betweens. If you were to look up the definition of inconsistent, there'd be a picture of Caleb Love sitting right next to it. Carolina needs RJ Davis to play well, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, RJ Davis isn't going to take 20 shots a game. The guy who is, it's Caleb Love. Caleb Love is the X factor. He's got to get his head out of his butt and turn into a leader. The only problem I have with Caleb Love is he shoots too many threes. He's too big, too strong to not drive the ball 70% of the time. His play style reminds me of an NBA player, and yeah, that may work in the future, but it's not going to work at the college level. Takes too many quick shots, takes too many bad shots. He's got to fix it. And why it's so hard to coach a guy like this is because he can make those shots. North Carolina is a very interesting team. Let me know your thoughts on that. But last but not least, let's talk about the rest of the college basketball field before we end off this video. Well, actually, hold on. Let me say this, talking about those rumors, and this is my final take on it and my conclusion. If these said rumors and allegations are true about Caleb Love, North Carolina star player, and RJ Davis, their point guard, I don't think there's no coming back from it. And it would also rationalize as to why they're currently on a 3-game losing streak. That's how I feel about it. If they are true, there's no coming back. Moving along here, and now that I look at it, March Madness is coming up, guys. And I'm always excited for March Madness. Who isn't? But I'm also excited due to the fact that it feels like anybody can win it this year. You could point to 10 or 12 different teams and say, hey, they got a shot to win it all. But being 100% honest, the two teams that I point to and I'm like, dang, they have surprised me this season is Purdue and Alabama. Purdue is just one of those teams where they have one star player and a bunch of great role players that know their role and they execute it so well. Zach Edey is a straight up superstar, has great footwork. He's just a monster. He's not, and here's the thing, most basketball fans are like, oh, he's just good because he's tall ball? No, he's actually skilled. And that is one of the rarest things out there for a big man of his size to have skill. Most big men, you throw him the ball, they fumble it and kick it out of bounds. No, he can actually pass too. I love watching him play. I could easily see Purdue winning it all just because of him. And Alabama, if they're hot, I don't know if anybody can beat them. And I know some people are going to say, yo, Matt, well, what about Houston? They're ranked ahead of Alabama. And, well, fun fact, Alabama beat Houston. And Houston, I just don't see that star player. I think to win a championship, you got to have a star player. I like the Sasser kid. He's good, but they don't have a guy who can go out there and give you 25 every single game like Brandon Miller at Alabama and Zach Edey for Purdue. Another few teams to just pay attention to is number 1, Kansas. I know they haven't been the best this year, but I think they'll piece it together. I love Grady Dick. Another team I really like for some odd reason is Kansas State. And also, and I know I'm naming off a lot of Big 12 teams, but the Big 12 is just a powerhouse, Baylor. Keontae George for Baylor is, I guess, their version of Caleb Love. If he's on, Baylor can beat anybody. I'm going to wrap up the video here. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to see more basketball content, also let me know down below. But, bro, 1 minute.